Welcome back to the 8 Minute Podcast, where 8 minutes is all it takes to transform your day. So, if you're ready, let's dive in and make every minute count. Alright, so this episode is a bit different. It does have a morale to it, though. This is the last episode of the 8 Minute Podcast that I will be posting for the time being. I decided to take a step back from posting to focus on resting and recovering first, and then starting to create again from a better place. In the last 6 months, I have been very happy making the podcast and posting almost every Monday and reflecting on so many aspects of life. But over the past 2 months, I would say, life has started to feel a little out of balance, and everything became about constraints and obligations, and I have to be there and I have to do that. So for a while, I was in a state of denial, thinking to myself that I can push through and that I am strong, so I can keep it together, and that I could hold more and more and build more and more. But that mentality of grind and grind just came back even stronger. And the problem is that motion does not equal progress. The thing is, I felt stuck because social media makes you think that if you stop posting, people stop caring. But it just created so much stress and more resistance and mental heaviness. And I know that I can push through, and I know that I can do hard things. And right now, the hardest thing to do is to let go and to take a step back and to recalibrate and to realign and to rest. So I am taking the short term discomfort of doing nothing and not keeping myself too busy in order to create space for ideas to emerge and to flow. It's funny because on the podcast, I basically give advice to people who are willing to listen so that they feel better and live a more aligned life. But I have absolutely not been following my own advice. And I kept going and going until my body and my mind screamed for rest and for space. So I'm actually pretty excited to take this time for myself and for this project because I will not stop creating, quite the opposite. I will just stop sharing it for a little while. But I will start creating without, you know, a constraint and a deadline and a schedule and having to be consistent. Um, I'll be able to create from a space of authenticity again, and something that I have lost a little bit because I was always thinking about next Monday and next week and the week after, and it was a bit of a never ending cycle. So I titled this episode The Comeback is Stronger Than the Setback, and I really believe this to be true, and I have seen it in my own life. Last year I got injured, and I am still coming back from this injury, but the process of coming back has taught me so much, and I am so grateful for all the skills that I acquired, but all the things I learned about myself and about running, that now I absolutely do not regret getting injured just because of how much it taught me. And have I completely recovered from my injury? Actually, no. I'm still dealing with it. I'm still not in a place to progress with my running. But in 2 years' time, I know that I will be so much sharper, that my body will be designed to run faster and for longer distances, and that my mind will be stronger. So the comeback can take a long time, for sure, but I have never once regretted taking a step back, at least for my injury. So I'm hoping it will be the same for the podcast, and that this time away from posting will allow me to come back with valuable things to share, with impactful stories, and with more depth and innovative ideas. So I'm very excited to create more space in my life to realign and to turn this project into something beautiful that will help other people. I'm excited to create again, to write again, to bring some more life into this craft. So in the meantime, the rest of the episodes will stay uploaded. So please feel free to listen to these if you ever feel like it, or send me a message if you want to speak. Anyway, I am very proud of this project, and I have a specific vision for it that I want to prepare and to refine. And I believe that this project deserves my time and energy. But if I want to do so, I currently need space. In the meantime, take care of yourselves. If you need to take a step back to come back, please do so. And don't stay in denial like me and wait until your body tells you to take a step back. It's really not worth it. Delaying something or taking a break does not mean that you're failing. It does not mean that you are giving up. It sometimes means quite the opposite. And the comeback is stronger. The setback is part of the journey, and it's an underrated season of life because so much beauty can come out of it. So thank you, and cheers.